What's going on, everybody? Welcome, friends, to this Facebook Live video. It's Monday morning, Motivational Monday we'll call it. I don't know. I've been having a lot of thoughts this morning, and so I wanted to come on here and have a conversation with you guys a little bit about what I've been going through, some of the thought processes that I've been going through. And hopefully together we can collaborate, come up with some ideas. And I also want to be able to answer any questions that you guys might have for me. So once you're popping on this video, comment below, let me know who's on the video with me. I'm just getting ready to do my week 8 day 1 workout with Body Beast, and getting ready to start that. That's going to be in about 10 minutes. So we only have about 10 minutes before I get that started. So I'm sitting in here in my truck, getting ready, waiting for this workout, this pre-workout to kick in. So I get in there and give everything I have to my workout, listen to some audios while I'm doing that. But I was having this thought run through my mind, and like I said, if you hop on here, let me know. I can't see everybody that hops on. I see how many people are on here live, but I can't see who's on here. I see Samantha and Alex on here. So what's going on, guys? Hey, from Idaho Falls. But the thought that I was having, and this is directed to anybody, whether it's you're working for some company, or you are, specifically, let's take off my sunglasses here. Specifically, you have some goals as a parent, maybe raising your kids, or you're in a business. So as I'm thinking about that, I was thinking, what are some of the defining differences of what makes someone really excel in something? And remember, this could be in their transformation, in parenting, in their job, or in a business that you're in. And so I'm blessed to have a career where I get to mentor and help develop people on the daily basis, doing something that I absolutely love with Team Beachbody. Hey, what's going on, Juliana? Hope everything's going good out in Texas for you guys. But I was having this thought that was running through my mind, so I want to talk about it with you guys on what I believe makes the difference in any of these aspects between somebody that is happy and fulfilled and excited about what they do and growing through the process, and somebody that is maybe not happy or struggling through the process. And when I say this, I don't want to say that I don't struggle, because I struggle tremendously sometimes. Like, if you guys noticed last Friday, I had to restart my whole day over. I got up, I read, I did my miracle morning, I did my affirmations, and then I totally was just not feeling it. And so I came back in to my house, hugged my kids that were still at home and not at school yet, and I went back to bed for a few minutes and set my alarm, and I started over. So when I say this, I'm not saying that if you grasp this concept or you lived in this concept, you don't struggle, right? But you're happier in the progress. And I was listening to a Gary Vaynerchuk message on the way home from Salt Lake City last night with my wife. She was listening to it in the passenger seat. I was overhearing it. And I just remember he was talking about his big goal to own the New York Jets. And I never really knew why. And I got to understand that by listening to this. What's going on, Maria and Ellie and Kayla? I never really understood why, so it was really awesome to hear him explain why. And it was in 2 minutes. He fell in love with the Jets. That became his team when he was a young boy. And because they're an immigrant family, they, for example, could not afford a $30 jersey. And all of his friends that were New York Jets fans as well had jerseys. And it really impacted me, because you hear the message start with why. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I fell that much more in love with Gary Vaynerchuk and his message when I heard his why. Why are the New York Jets? I always thought that would be cool, that's a big goal. But it was because when he was young, his family couldn't afford that $30 Jets jersey that his friends were wearing. And so his mom knitted him a Jets jersey and put his name on the back of it. And it's his most prized possession today, he says. So he said, he made it his lifelong mission to one day own the entire thing, because one day they couldn't afford a jersey. He wanted to one day own the entire thing, and his quest to own the Jets is his happiness. And I'm like, that makes total sense why he's so passionate about what he does and delivers on such a high content and high energy level every single day, and focus on his goals and what he wants, because he's got that bigger mission and knows what brings him happiness, and it's that quest to own the New York Jets. So as I think about that, do I know what my true long-term question is? As I listened to that and heard him say that, he was being interviewed by Larry King when he shared that. And I remember listening to that, and he's like, Larry King, and this is another thing that I took away from listening to him at Coach Summit. I was sitting in the front row, and he said the number one thing that people lack to be successful in business is patience. And another key thing that I took away from that I've been pondering on, is when Larry asked him when he's going to own the Jets, he asked if it was in 10 years, and he told him no. And he said 15 years, and he said probably not. And the time frame that he sees himself getting to the point where he owns the New York Jets is 25 to 30 years. So I hear that and I say, are we expanding our vision that long term? Or are we just looking at the next thing, the next quarter, the next year, the next 2 years? Are we long-term thinkers and then willing to put in the work, consistent work with passion towards that legacy, towards that thing that brings happiness, which for him is owning the New York Jets? So I think about that, and do we know that, right? And so the thing that triggered inside of me that I really want to deliver to you guys, what's up, Brandon, Lily, Wayne, and Corey, is aside from patience, I think one of the things that sets people apart, and I want you to really think about this, is, and I'm going to relate this specifically to business. You are building a business. Let's say it's with Team Beachbody, because that's what I'm doing. You're building a business, which is basically, the business is there, the products are there, the opportunity is there, all of that is there, and it works. So what are you really building? You're building yourself. Why is somebody going to come out to you and trust in you to join you in your vision and you with what you do? Why are they going to join you? So that's a question I continually ask myself. Am I continually adding value, adding content, sharing my struggle, not just the highlights, but the struggles as well, so that it's relatable? But as I look at that, and I'm thinking about it, is there's two things when you're in a business, and these are the two things I want you to write it down so you can become and work towards becoming, which is my goal and what I want to strive to be, is, are you in the business, or is the business in you? And as I look over the past 6 years that I've been with Team Beachbody, growing myself, doing these workout programs, starting with P90X and then Insanity the Asylum and Body Beast and Insanity Max 30, and going through all these programs and learning the process of it, am I just doing the business? Am I in the business of Team Beachbody? Or is the business living within me? And I think that's a huge factor in the difference between somebody that builds success and somebody that does not build success, somebody that adds true value versus somebody that's just meandering in what they're doing. So as I share that with you, I want you to ask you, if you're striving after something right now, and like, let's say you are clear about what brings you happiness, what you want for your life long term, are you in the business, or is it living inside of you? Like, I feel that I'm very balanced in raising a family of 7, running a Team Beachbody business, working on my own health and fitness transformation and my own happiness, like doing all those things and staying very balanced in it. But I can say that it lives inside of me. And it's not Beachbody that lives inside of me. What lives inside of me is the passion and desire to grow myself every single day and to plant seeds of personal growth and development in every single person that I come in contact with. That lives within me. And you can ask my wife, you can ask anybody that I talk to, I'm constantly thinking about, how can we help this person? How can we help that person overcome that? How could we get these leaders to step up to this level? How could we get these people that are stuck at this level to figure out what it is that's holding them back and go to, like, my mind is constantly thinking about that. So it lives within me. And I believe that's part of the reason that we've built the success that we've built over the past 6 years. It has nothing to do with sales techniques, has nothing to do with systems and organization, because that's not living in my zone. Let's call it the zone of excellence. That's a phrase from the book, The Big Leap. It's because I've found that purpose, like Juliana's saying, of growing myself, challenging myself, becoming self-aware of my shortcomings and what's holding me back, and then working through that, sharing that journey with other people, and then seeing how I can help somebody else find that in themselves. So that's my short message for you guys this morning. Are you patient? Number one, do you have a long-term purpose and vision for your life? that brings you joy, that's your pursuit of happiness? And number 2, are you clear on that goal, and are you patient enough, like Gary Vee is for his 30 years to own the New York Jets? Are you that patient that you're willing to do in everything it takes today, tomorrow, the next day, to be able to get to that point? And then number 3, is it living inside of you? Is it just something you're doing because you want some surface level success or financial gain? Or is it something you do because it truly makes you happy? And I want you to ponder on those questions. It's something that I'm pondering on right now, because I'm ready to take it to the next level. I've been talking with our team, and we're going to take this team to the top because we have the right people and we're going to attract the right people. But that's my message for you guys. That's what I'm going through personally right now, and I want you guys to know that I love you guys. Thanks for being our friends and being a part of this journey with us. Love you guys. Have an incredible Monday, and let's crush it this week.